This is Share the Vision, presented by the Resource Center, a discussion of the programs and services of the Resource Center and about issues related to individuals with disabilities. Today, our focus is the promotion of the upcoming Laurel Run, and we are at the Tim Hortons in Dunkirk, right next to the lake here. And joining me, of course, Steve Watterson, Community Relations Director at the Resource Center, one of the principal organizers of Laurel Run. Steve, what are we doing at Tim Hortons in Dunkirk?
Well, Dennis, as you were mentioning, this is our 18th annual Laurel Run. It's taking place July 18th and 19th. We'll get to those points. But the reason Laurel Run has been so successful has been from the support that we've received from the community. Part of that support involves some awareness building and some fundraising, and we have 4 separate fundraising ventures that are starting up July 1st. So we are going to be stopping at 3 different places to talk about these various things. And right now we're going to talk about the annual newspaper sale that the Observer does, a special Laurel Run edition that they put out every year, and also Tim Hortons' participation in that and something special they're doing that involves ice cream.
Well, and this has been a wonderful moment here at Tim Hortons because Wayne and Elaine Hoteling, the organizers of Laurel Run, in honor of their daughter Laurel, they're all here. Laurel is enjoying some Cold Stone ice cream at Tim Hortons. It is really a celebratory atmosphere here right now.
Absolutely.
Now, the first thing I want to do is introduce you to the man who's taking a picture right now of Laurel enjoying that Cold Stone ice cream. Oh, I'm being referred immediately to his wife. Let me meet the pair of you. Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning. Nice to have you here.
Thank you very much. I'm Dennis Webster. What is your name?
I'm Gina Crone.
And your name, sir?
I'm David Crone.
David and Gina Crone are the owners of the Tim Horton franchise from which this broadcast emanated for Share the Vision. And you are enjoying the fact that Laurel Hoteling is enjoying Cold Stone ice cream, which you have here at Tim Hortons.
Absolutely. You know, we are going to be doing a fundraiser for Laurel's Run, and we had to have her come in this morning to put together her own ice cream creation because we're going to call it Laurel's Favorite. So she's loving it, so it truly is going to be Laurel's Favorite.
And how will this fundraiser to support Laurel Run work?
Well, we're going to do it the week that they're selling the newspapers. The whole week, anytime you come in and ask to buy a Laurel's Favorite ice cream, we're going to donate the proceeds directly to Laurel's Run.
And what did Laurel's Favorite ice cream turn out to be? This is kind of complicated. Do you know all of the ingredients? Who is this who's coming over to speak?
This is our daughter, Andrea, and she was watching Laurel pick out her mix-ins. It's a chocolate ice cream, and it's got M&Ms.
Andrea, what else is in there?
Reese's Buttercups, M&Ms, and brownie.
Wow, that's a pretty special for Laurel.
That is, and she is enjoying it quite a bit. We've always supported Laurel's Run with the newspaper sales, and then this year we thought, what a great idea to get ice cream involved. It's July, it's ice cream time, it'll be nice and warm during the newspaper sale, so we're going to do the ice cream with that.
Let me swing around here to your husband for just a moment and give me your first name again.
I'm David.
David, thank you for your family's interest, your commitment to the Hotelings and what happens in Laurel Run.
Well, we appreciate the opportunity to be able to help out with this worthwhile fundraiser. Like Gina said, we've always tried to participate in the past, and it's always nice to put a foot forward, especially with community events such as this.
This program airs, for the most part, in Jamestown, so a moment here for your location. What is the address? Tell people exactly what junction we are at here so that they will know where we're standing right now.
Well, this location here is at 92 Lakeshore Drive East in Dunkirk. It's right on the waterfront at the intersection of Main Street and Lakeshore Drive.
And how many years have you been here?
We've been at this location now for, I want to say, 7 years, and it's turned out to be a great location for us.
I think Gina wants a word back in here.
I was just going to say, I wish you all could see Laurel enjoying her ice cream because she is happy, she's loving it. So come on down during that week and buy that ice cream.
Well, and for those people who were not, who have never chosen ice cream in this way, she went to your counter and she studied very carefully all of the potential combinations and alternatives. So she put a lot of effort into this.
Absolutely. The mix-ins with the Cold Stone, we actually start out with the base ice cream, and then we have all types of mix-ins to add in. She was very serious about picking those
selective
mix-ins.
We will get to Wayne, Elaine, and Laurel in a moment, but first I'm going to come in between Steve Watterson and, well, you introduce the man who's standing next to me.
Well, the man standing next to you is John Dagostino, the publisher of The Observer.
Can I call you Jack?
Absolutely, Dennis. Good to see you again.
Jack and I have known each other for years, and you are here because the Observer also plays a key role in the promotion of the fundraising that surrounds Laurel Run.
Well, for the last 8 years, we've done a special edition that highlights the Laurel Run. The events that will take place on Friday with the relay from Jamestown to Dunkirk, and also the big event that takes place on Saturday with the run, the walk, the race, the children's events, the dice run. So that edition puts everything into one perspective, and we sell it on the streets for $1. And over those 8 years, we've raised about $20,000 for the Resource Center in those sales and newspapers, and that is a community effort with Tim Hortons as well, and the people who buy the edition. A lot of subscribers, they look forward to buy it to contribute to the event as well. So it's an exciting day for us.
Okay, I want to nail down a couple of things here. One, what's the date of that special edition?
That'll be July 9th, so the paper hits the street at 6 a.m. Volunteers will be selling the paper in Dunkirk, Fredonia, and in Silver Creek. And businesses that want copies of that edition can call the Resource Center or the Observer in Dunkirk at 366-3000. Proceeds from that newspaper go right to the Resource Center.
And this is sold sort of in a special old-fashioned way of people on the street hawking those papers?
That's right. And a lot of people who donate, even though the cost is $1, they give more than $1. They give $5. They give $20. And it's a worthwhile cause. If you've ever been to the Resource Center in Dunkirk or in Jamestown, you see just what exactly it does and how it helps the community and those people that are impacted the most by this program. So it's a really good venture for us. It's good to work with the Resource Center, a major employer in the county, and it's also great for us to be out there in the morning. Our staff is even excited about it. You know, we print about 2,300 copies of that paper, and we sell probably about 2,000 of them.
And I think you partially answered this question already in your last statement there, Jack, but why the Dunkirk Observer is so committed to an effort like Laurel Run?
Well, it's obviously it's one of the big events that happens in the North County over the summer. People look forward to that every third Saturday in July, and it's something that the community rallies around. In Silver Creek, I mean, Laurel in county-wide is almost a celebrity. I mean, if you think about Laurel Hoteling, I mean, she is probably one of the most best known and beloved residents in this county. A lot of it has to do with the Resource Center, but a lot of it has to do with Laurel. She's out there, she participates, she's involved, and a lot of it has to do with her parents as well. So it's a really special day and event for us to be a part of.
Thank you very much. I don't know if Wayne Hoteling heard that a moment ago. I'll just say this to him again. First, Wayne, hello.
Hello. How are you doing, Dennis?
Well, an exciting day here at Tim Hortons in Dunkirk. And Jack Dagostino, publisher of the newspaper here, just said that your daughter, Laurel Hoteling, is really a celebrity in Chautauqua County and one of the most recognized people and one of the most recognized causes that you have established in her name.
Well, I think that Laurel has just grown by leaps and bounds with Laurel Run, and I think also her friends and all of the residents, at the Resource Center have just really, blossomed as a result of this. And this is what Elaine and I wanted to do, was to, promote greater awareness. And I certainly think that this is what Laurel has accomplished, and she's really enjoying that ice cream.
Elaine Hoteling is also here, Laurel's mom. Hello, Elaine.
Hello, Dennis.
Nice to see you again.
Oh, thank you.
Isn't this an exciting, fun thing to be a part of here, as sort of the pre-kickoff to Laurel Run?
It is, and that ice cream was good, I'll tell you.
Oh, you got a little too.
Oh,
yeah.
Yes, I'm not going to sit here and watch her eat ice cream and not have a bite. Now I'm going to have my coffee.
Yeah, well, you are obviously already excited about Laurel Run this year.
Oh, yes. We've started working on it now, and so things are starting to come around. The Resource Center, of course, helps us so much, and they do their same things every year, so we're all finally have learned how to do this and what comes next.
Elaine, thank you for your time. I'm going to swing a chair over here and sit down for a moment. Oh, there's plenty of room, Laurel. Laurel Hoteling, the star of the show, joins us now. Hello, Laurel.
Hello.
How are you?
Good.
Are you ready for Laurel Run?
Yes.
What special thing are you going to do at Laurel Run this year? Have you thought about anything at all?
Three-wheel bike.
Three-wheeled bike. Now, Laurel, the important question today here at Tim Hortons was, how was that Cold Stone ice cream?
Good.
Now, radio listeners, you can't see her rubbing her belly right now, but she was. Did you get enough ice cream, or would you like some more?
Nah,
You've had enough for now. I must say that it's as we record this, not quite 11 o'clock in the morning, so you're a lucky girl to get ice cream at this hour of the day.
Yes.
Are you going back to work later today, too?
Yes.
You work here for the Resource Center up in Dunkirk?
Yes.
You like that job?
Yes.
What do you do all the time there, Laurel?
Tartar sauce.
Tartar sauce, is that what you're working on?
Yes.
Tartar sauce.
Yes.
Doing tartar sauce.
Put it in the box.
Oh, put it in the box.
Yes.
And is the work good?
Yes.
Well, Laurel, best of luck this year for Laurel Run. I look forward maybe to talking to you again soon, okay?
Okay.
Thank you. Laurel Hoteling. Man, Steve, we've hit the ground, pardon the pun here, for Laurel Run, running today.
Absolutely. This is great. The newspaper sale is wonderful. To be able to add the Laurel's Favorite Ice Cream creation initiative that is even more fantastic. So really looking forward to it and drumming up some excitement for the 18th annual Laurel Run.
Well, we're going to run too because we have another stop or two down the road and more Share the Vision to do as we go here. To all here at Tim Hortons, thank you for opening this special edition of Share the Vision. Today on Share the Vision for the Resource Center, a preview of Laurel Run coming July 18th and 19th. The program you're listening to recorded one day this past week in the Dunkirk-Fredonia area. Our broadcast location has moved to the Quick Fill on Route 60 in Fredonia, right near exit 59 of the New York State Thruway. You know the location. Good morning.
Good morning.
Introduce yourself, please.
My name is Frank Bartella. I'm a regional manager for Quick Fill, United Refining Company.
Well, Frank, it's nice to have an opportunity to be on the air with you again. We did this kickoff last year at another Quick Fill location. Today we come up here right into the midst of Laurel country to do this promotion for Laurel Run today. And you at Quick Fill, we were just adding this up, you've had a long relationship with Laurel Run.
We have. We've had numerous years of success in collecting lots of donations for Laurel Run.
And you do it by selling stickers?
We do. We have our cashiers ask each customer if they'd like to donate $1 for a very good cause, the Laurel Run. And we actually do some small programs within our own organization where we will offer $30 in Quick Fill rebates to the location that sells the most in each different district.
Now, Frank, you've organized a lot of people here from various Quick Fills. I guess we're going to have to walk up front here and meet some of them, but it would seem appropriate, since we are here at Quick Fill on Route 60, that we meet some of the people from this location first.
Well, the manager from this location is Joan Bonus, and I'll turn it over to her at this time.
Joan, first, thanks for letting us drag this radio show right into the midst of your very busy retail location this morning.
You're welcome.
You're excited getting ready for Laurel Run.
Oh, yes.
Now we're looking out the windows here. After you sell these sneakers for a few weeks, what are these windows? What does this place look like?
Usually it's all full of sneakers down around the door and on the windows.
And how much do the sneakers cost?
$1.
And that money goes directly to Laurel Run. Now, you work with the people who you're hoping will buy these things. They generally pretty responsive to it?
Yes, they are.
Is there anybody else from your staff we ought to introduce before we kind of go into the field here and talk to some other folks from Quick Fill?
My cashier is Stephanie Alexander, and she's she works mostly days, 5 days a week, and usually she's one of the ones that sell the most tickets in here.
Well, we'll get to Stephanie when she doesn't have a customer, if that moment occurs anytime, because this is a very busy location. Frank, introduce me to some of the other Quick Fill representatives who have joined us here today.
This is actually Corinne. And Corinne runs the location in Irving, New York, which is extremely close to where Laurel Run is from.
Hello, Corinne.
Hello.
What is your last name?
Delkamp.
Corinne, thank you for spending a little time with us. Since you're right there in the Irving area, you know the Hotelings, you know the Laurel Run story. What's your sense of the response of the community to this campaign, this run every year?
The community takes great pride in the Laurel Run. My daytime cashier, Lori Garlow, is big on it, so go to the Quick Fill in Irving to get your sneakers.
Do you know the Hotelings? Do you know Laurel?
Yes, I have met Laurel.
She's a kind of a captivating, charismatic kind of character, isn't she?
Yes, she is. Very nice. I love Laurel.
Exactly where in Irving are you located? This program is broadcast from Jamestown, so people might not know.
Right on routes 5 and 20, right off the thruway, right across from Burger King and Tim Hortons.
Do you usually do pretty well with the sneaker sales?
We did very well last year.
I wish you best of luck. There's a little competitive event here that goes on
there is.
among all of the Quick Fill locations. Frank, who is next?
This is Katie from M395, one of our bigger Jamestown locations.
Hi, Katie.
Hi.
What is your last name?
Rodriguez.
Could you translate M395 for me? In terms of where you are? Or?
Yep, it's right on Route 60, right as you get off the interstate, right on the corner of 86 and 60.
Okay, that's the place that a lot of people know, Quick Fill in the Jamestown area right there. How do you feel looking forward to this campaign this year and the sneaker sales?
Oh, we look forward to it every year. We have a ton of customers that come in really support us every year that we take donations.
So it's not a hard sell?
Oh, not at all.
Does the staff get a little competitive in selling these sneakers too?
Definitely. Actually, my store goes up against Corinne's store out in Irving every year. We kind of have a little friendly competition back and forth.
Oh, to see who's number one.
That's right.
Because you're in the heavy traffic zone.
Yes.
And they're right in hoteling country.
Yes.
So you're kind of back and forth on that.
Yep.
Ah, very interesting. Well, best of luck to you this year in the competition. I'd be tempted to ask who won last year, but maybe that's not important now.
I think we took it last year. Yeah.
Okay. Frank.
This is Ann Buchanan. She runs our Frewsburg location. It's M31.
Hello, Ann.
Hi.
How are you today?
Good. How are you?
Well, fine, thank you. And thanks for spending a minute with us on the radio. You know, you get all of these people assembled in one place like this. You understand what a big network, what an important part of our community Quick Fill is.
It is. It's a very important part of this community.
And you are a very important part of downtown Frewsburg there.
I'm a very major part of downtown Frewsburg. There's only 3 stores in the town itself, and they're all regular customers. We know everybody by name, so it's a little personal. It's personal.
Well, and then it might be a little easier for you to influence them to buy that sneaker.
Absolutely. My son is disabled and a client of the Resource Center.
So what is your son's name?
My son's name is Nicholas Buchanan.
And how long has he been a consumer at the Resource Center?
About 7 years.
So what is the value, what is the benefit of the Resource Center in his life, in your family's life?
My son gets counseling and job development services. They take him to community events. They take him to interviews to work in the community, to try to support himself and be a little self-sufficient, to promote more independence in a disabled person's life.
So it's very, very important to you.
Very, very important to me.
Well, and thank you for telling that little bit of personal story. I wish we had longer, but more people to meet here at Quick Fill, so thank you again.
Thank you.
And Frank.
This is Stephanie Short. She runs one of our bigger locations in the Warren Market, M186.
Hello, Stephanie.
Hi.
Thank you for coming up all the way here to be on the radio today.
Of course.
How long have you worked for Quick Fill?
6 years.
And you have a busy location, as Frank suggested, down there. It's a little farther away from Jamestown and Silver Creek and Irving. What's the response to the sneaker sales there?
Oh, it's good. We usually get high sales. I usually set up a change box out front by the registers, and everyone donates their spare change, and our employees are very pushy about selling them.
So you kind of give them the hard sell a little.
Yes.
But you have a sense of what Laurel Run and the Resource Center and similar organizations are all about, even though you're not in the same neighborhood as the Hotelings.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Are you in the competitive part of this?
Very.
Oh, so despite the fact that it's sort of in between Irving and North Main, Warren is coming right up there.
Uh-huh.
We were talking just a little earlier about one of the major salespeople up here, and I'm going to sneak behind the counter, something I'm not supposed to do. But hello.
Hi.
What is your name?
Stephanie Alexander.
And Stephanie, you're a daytime clerk here at Quick Fill on 60 in Fredonia, and one of the people who really helps sell these sneakers here.
Yes. I try to do my best at promoting to customers the importance of supporting the cause, and everybody buys them, whether it be multiple times, single. Everybody's like, I have to.
Thank you very much, and good luck this year,
You're welcome.
Stephanie.
Thank you.
Frank is directing me somewhere.
This is Becky DiTano. She oversees one of the districts and has several managers here.
Hi, Becky.
Hi.
What district are we talking about?
I have the Jamestown, Dunkirk, Fredonia, Irving area.
So you look forward to, what's your sense of this promotion as you're about to start it here for Laurel Run?
We have the stores in this area get really excited about it. All the employees get into it. We have an employee at the Irving location last year who actually did the walk, sold the most in my area, and she gets really excited about it. So she'll really push for donations this year.
I don't know how successful the next part of this is going to be because you've brought some people with you, but they're falling farther and farther back here. Hello.
Hello.
What is your name?
Jessica Rosequist.
And Jessica, which of the quick fill locations are you from?
I have primarily the Jamestown market and a little bit into Warren and Sugar Grove.
So you're responsible for more than one store?
Yes, 12 to be exact.
Wow, that's a lot of work.
Yeah, it is.
And you gear up for this. It takes a lot of work to get your employees ready to sell these sneakers.
Yes, it is. Sometimes it takes a little bit of push to get everybody on board, but usually a little bit of healthy competition between the stores gets them going, and then they're off and selling.
And looking forward to the results of the competition.
Yes.
Who is standing with you here?
This is Judy Reinwald.
This is Judy Reinwald. She runs one of the Erie districts. It's District 316.
Hello, Judy.
Hi.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
How many stores in that district?
I have 11.
11 stores. And you get involved in this competition, this fundraising for Laurel Run in the same way?
Absolutely. I encourage all of my people to sell the sneakers, and raise funds for Laurel.
Why do you have such a commitment to Laurel Run?
I feel it's very important
for people to do this. Thank you very much. Frank, do you have a sense of, because we've just quickly met a lot of people who are involved in the Quick Fill part of this. Do you have any idea how much money Quick Fill raises annually through this?
I'm not sure the exact dollar amount, but I do know last year was one of our biggest years that we did collect.
Well, thank you for everything that you do at many, many, many locations. Do you have an idea of the total number? I mean, we met some of the staff here very quickly. How many different locations sell sneakers?
I think it's right around 49.
Wow, that's a lot of locations.
That is, and we hope to do even better than last year. I believe this is also our 12th year, and we look forward to many more years collecting for Laurel Run, which is a very, very good cause.
Well, Frank, thank you again for all the effort that obviously you put into making this possible here this morning.
Yep, we're all excited about it and can't wait to kick off the collection.
Frank Martella there from Quick Fill Red Apple Stores. Today on the Share the Vision program for the Resource Center, a preview of the upcoming Laurel Run, July 18th and 19th, recorded this past week in the Dunkirk-Fredonia area. We have moved further down the road to the Pizza Hut on Route 60. Wayne Hoteling is here. He knows well the man that's about to be next on this program. So, Wayne, as principal organizer of Laurel Run, introduce me to the man standing next to you.
Okay, this is Dan, the manager. He's been here for
10 years.
10 years, and in that period of time, 8 or 9 years ago, we came in and we were looking for sponsors, and we knew that we could get something in relationship to time in a day, and he went along with us, and he said, yep, he said, I'll be glad to do that. And so for Laurel's birthday in February, we started Pizza with Laurel, and this was primarily Dan's idea. And on her birthday, the money that is raised here, 20% of the profits go to Laurel Run, which provides money for programs and education and anything that is needed by the residents that we have there at the Resource Center. It's not a capital campaign fund or anything like that. It goes directly to the individuals. So that's how we got established. And then he came up with another idea.
Okay, we'll go over to Dan Bowles now, who is the general manager here at Pizza Hut on Route 60, just between Route 20 and the Thruway interchange, for those of you who drive through this area, even if you don't live here. Dan, thanks for taking a minute to be with us.
It's my pleasure. So we decided to do a second fundraiser for the Laurel Run, and we decided to do it right before the actual event. So, and let me tell you about this event. This event, when we first started doing it, I was kind of surprised at the turnout, because it's not just one or two people. We're talking hundreds of people that know Laurel personally, it seems like, because they all talk so fondly of her. And then they're all here and they show up for the fundraisers, and they'll even be like, can I just buy a gift card? And I don't need pizza necessarily, but I want to make sure that they get something. They're very successful. The restaurant is always packed. and it is always my pleasure. I even went to a birthday party for Laurel a couple years ago and helped serve at her, work site over in Dunkirk, and it was my pleasure to make sure that we as a company of Pizza Hut here are doing our best to help our local people here in this community.
Well, and you have obviously a great deal of enthusiasm in your support for Laurel Run. You really have come to care for Laurel and for the Hotelings.
Oh, absolutely. When they walk in, they're like families walking in. They call and order pizza just for a Friday night. It's girls' night with Laurel and her mom, or Wayne and Elaine just came back from seeing Laurel, and they stop in. We always have a nice little conversation. Truly care for them. Truly want to make sure the right thing happens.
Have the dates been set for the Laurel fundraiser this year?
The Laurel fundraiser this year has been set. I believe we're going on July 8th. You do not need to have a flyer if you come in and say, listen, I want to support the Laurel Run. It can be dine-in, it can be carry-out, it can be delivery. We will honor that and make sure that the 20% of that total goes to the Laurel Run.
Well, remember, this is the Jamestown area.
Exactly. So you need to come to the Fredonia store, unfortunately. Unfortunately, the Jamestown stores won't be a part of it that day. Here in Fredonia, come on and see me.
That's right. Well, I will make it clear. It is the Fredonia Pizza Hut on July 8th, raising money for Laurel and Laurel Run. And Dan, thank you very much.
My pleasure.
Now, pull back to Steve Watterson for a moment here, Steve, for a conclusion of this very exciting, dynamic, fast-moving Share the Vision today. But something just happened to me. Laurel had me bend down, and she put something around my neck. And this is something new. Describe this for me.
This is something we started last year, Dennis. This is a medal that was given to everybody who participated in the Laurel Run events in Silver Creek. I've been to a number of bigger events, runs at any of the Disney franchises, and they have a participant medal that's given to everybody. So you don't have to worry about being a fast runner or walker and finishing in the top 3 of your age group to get a medal. Everybody who crosses the finish line gets one of these participant medals. It's ceramic. This particular one is in the shape of a heart. It's red, and it has the initials LR for Laurel Run engraved in it. And this was created by individuals with developmental disabilities in the Future Strivers Room at our Dehabilitation Program at the Michael J. Raymond Center on Jones and Gifford Avenue in Jamestown. And they are doing that again this year. They also make the medals that are given to the age group winners in the 5K walk and the 8K run. And those are typically in the shape of a sneaker, and they'll say they're first, second, or third on them. But these participant medals, first time we did them last year, was a big hit. Everybody loved getting them, and it's nice that everybody, no matter how quickly or not so quickly they are in terms of their walking and running, can walk away or leave Laurel Run with a little memento.
Well, here's a real test for us, Steve, because I want to, in the final minute or two of Share the Vision today, recap all of these promotions that are going to happen for Laurel Run. Starting from the end and going backward, July 8th is the day that you can come to the Fredonia Pizza Hut, and a portion of the proceeds will go to Laurel Run. And Quick Fill, they will be, throughout the weeks leading up to Laurel Run, be selling the sneakers for $1.
Right. July 1st through July 20th, participating Quick Fill locations will be selling paper Laurel Run sneakers, and you can write your name on them. They'll put them on the wall to show that you support Laurel Run.
And then the newspaper, the special edition of the Dunkirk Observer that Jack Dagostino was talking about, is July 9th?
July 9th from probably 6 in the morning till maybe 9, 10 o'clock in the morning. It takes place mainly in the North County, but if the South County listeners would like to reserve a paper, get a hold of the Resource Center. We'll make sure you get one.
And the special event for Laurel's ice cream selection at the Tim Hortons and Cold Stone on Route 5 near the harbor in Dunkirk will be ongoing.
Something new this year, they are going to be making a Laurel's favorite ice cream creation that Laurel picked out this morning. It has lots of chocolate, Reese's Pieces, brownies, M&Ms in it. That will be sold Monday, July 7th through Sunday, July 13th, if I've got my dates right. And the proceeds from those sales will go to Laurel Run. Again, that's at the Tim Hortons Cold Stone Creamery on Lakeshore Drive in Dunkirk only.
And we've overloaded the listeners with dates already, but we do need to say one more time the dates of the actual event this year, Steve Watterson.
Friday, July 18th will be our traditional Jamestown to Dunkirk relay run. And then the main events are Saturday, July 19th in Silver Creek, the walking events, the running events, and the motorcycle dice run.
This morning's edition of Share the Vision will conclude with Laurel Hoteling, for whom all of this happens. Laurel, I guess I want you to say thank you to all of the people who are helping you this year.
Thank you.
And Laurel Hoteling, I want you to finish today's edition of Share the Vision just by telling everybody to come to Laurel Run.
Come to Laurel Run.
And thank you all for sharing the vision today.